Hello my Nessie Cakes and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have another tag video, yay! You know how much I love tag videos, and this one is called the Disney Parks tag. And I love Disney Parks, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. And I was tagged by my two friends, Jess and Nico, from The Princess and the Sith. I'll go ahead and link their video down below, and at the end of my tag, I'm gonna be tagging two more of my Disney friends, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I do have them all written down here, so if you see me glance down, that's what I'm looking at, okay? First question is, what ride at any Disney park have you wanted to ride but have been too afraid to? None, really. I've rode pretty much every ride except for like the new ones that are coming out now, like Tron, and I've never been to the parks overseas, unfortunately, so I've never ridden any of their rides. But the ones here in California and Florida, I've rode them all. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a big fan of drop rides like Tower of Terror, or I've never ridden the Guardians of the Galaxy because they were building it the last time I was in Disneyland. So, not a big fan, but it's not gonna stop me from getting on it because my husband likes those rides. And I'll get on it for him, but it's not my favorite, okay? So number 2, if you had to live in a Disney park for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? Now this one is so hard because the first thing that popped into my head was Magic Kingdom, because, you know, living in the castle, it's so me, and I would just live my best life, you know, living like the princess that I think that I am. But if I'm living there for the rest of my life, I better have a couple of good meals, and the restaurants over at Disney, at Magic Kingdom, they're just kind of simple. There's a lot of you know, like turkey legs and hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken nuggets, which I'm not complaining about. But if I'm gonna live there for the rest of my life, I think that I would wanna live in Epcot. Now, the rides aren't really that great at Epcot, but they are getting better, but the food is always good there. They have so many things to choose from, and the Food and Wine Festival is there, so Epcot. Okay, number 3. If you had to talk in a character's voice for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? And you need to speak in this voice. Okay, I'm gonna do my best, guys, but I think the person that I would like to sound like the most in Disney, in the whole Disney realm, would be Aurora. Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, Briar Rose, whatever you want to call her, she has got the most beautiful voice. When she's talking, she's very, like, this is my impression, okay, but she's kind of soft-spoken. She's like, why? After all, I am 16. Like, and when she sings, I can't sing, so I'm not going to try that, but it sounds like a lark. It sounds like just, I can't even explain it. It's just so beautiful, especially when she's singing Once Upon a Dream, but she's just doing the vocalizing in the beginning. Oh, I love that. I love that song, and I love her voice, so I think I would want to sound like Princess Aurora. Okay, number 4. What is your favorite pavilion in Epcot? I would have to say France. Me and my husband went to, I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's like the main restaurant there, and he had the lobster bisque, I had a cheese board, and it was the best thing we've ever had. That glacier ice cream, I can't really pronounce the words either, but the ice cream parlor, the glacier, the croûte de glacier, or whatever it's called, they have the best ice cream sandwiches made out of brioche there, and I get vanilla with raspberry, and in the, oh, it's so good. So unbelievably good. The shopping there is amazing. They have that perfumery that always smells so lovely, and I think that would be the one that I'd pick, okay? Number 5, which restaurant at Disney have you wanted to try but are afraid of? There they go using that word afraid again. I'm not afraid of any food. I'm actually a really big foodie. I like my food. I would travel far for a good meal, but I would have to say I am not the biggest fan of seafood. So no restaurants I'm afraid to try. But I've always wanted to take my husband, because he's super into his saltwater fish tanks, to the Coral Reef restaurant in Epcot. We've never been because I'm not the biggest fan of seafood. He is, but I just want to go for basically the ambiance and maybe a dessert. But I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it. It's just not my favorite. Okay? Number 6. What is your favorite Epcot festival? I think I already mentioned this, guys. It's definitely the food and wine. I love the food and wine. I love to get one of those little laminate cards they put on a bungee cord, and it's like a gift card. You fill it up with money and you go around the different booths. I try to do at least one thing from each pavilion. You know what I mean? Not necessarily each booth, but I pick a booth out of each pavilion and give that a try. There's really nothing really I won't try. You know, I'll give everything a go. The last thing that I had over at the Food and Wine Festival, which was just everything for me, was called the Fresh Frushi in the Japan Pavilion. And it was basically fruit that they cut up with Cool Whip, and they made it look like sushi rolls, and it was delicious. Absolutely loved it. I want it. Like right now, my mouth is watering just thinking about it, but I love the food and wine. Okay. Number 7, have you attended any Disney special ticketed event, and which one was your favorite? Yes, I have. I've been to 2. I've been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Both of them were awesome in their own right. If I had to pick a favorite, I think it would still be Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, just because there's so much to do. Like, you can trick or treat, take pictures with the characters and their different things. All the rides have this really dark, kind of gloomy thing about it. Maybe they send a fog machine throughout like the water and stuff like that. It's just really, really cool. However, if you've never been to Mickey's Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I highly recommend it. It snows. They give away cookies and cocoa. At every pavilion, there's like a different cookie and cocoa situation. Like an example was, I want to say in Tomorrowland, they had white chocolate, hot chocolate, and sugar cookies. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And it gives you a chance to wear, you know, your ugly Christmas sweater, and all the characters are in their Christmas garb, and all the Christmas trees are out, and all the resorts do their gingerbread houses or their chocolate things, and it's amazing. So if y'all get a chance to do any of those 2, please give them a try. Go ahead and make the expense, but try Halloween Party first, okay? And that'll give you a good example about kind of how the rest of them work. Number 8, are you a planner or a on-the-fly park goer? Are you a planner or this is a really weird sentence. Hold on a second, guys. Are you a planner or an on-the-fly park goer? There we go. Planner. Always and forever, I plan everything. I'm a little bit more relaxed at Disneyland, if you want me to be honest with you, just because it's smaller and I know exactly what I want to do there. But even with that, I still plan everything. I know what restaurant I'm eating at. Sometimes I even know what meal I'm having, just so I can have my money right. I watch a lot of the YouTube videos, and I go onto Instagram to see what the new merch is, so I know what I'm buying. I really don't like fly off the seat of my pants unless I book like one last day. You know, I try to do like one day at each park to kind of like make sure that I get everything done, and then at the end of the trip, I usually plan just one more day to go back and maybe do the things I didn't get a chance to, or try the things I didn't get to try, or buy the stuff I need to buy. So pretty much a planner unless it's that last day. Okay, number 9. Number 9 was my favorite question, by the way, guys. You're going to like this. It says, Snow White cannot afford to pay the rent for 7 dwarves. So which one do you kick out? And this one was a very easy one for me. I think I would kick out Sleepy. We don't have time to be lying around and napping all day, okay? There's chores that need to be done. There's food that needs to be cooked. There's laundry that needs to be done, okay? So there's no sleeping on the job. He would be the first one to go. Sorry, not sorry about it, guys. Okay, number 10. Which princess do you think would win a beauty pageant? This one was also pretty easy for me too. I picked Princess Jasmine. And the reason why is because she's kind of one of the few princesses that has been a princess all her life. You know, she's never like Rapunzel got kidnapped and she didn't know, or she didn't marry into it or anything like that. Jasmine is kind of the one princess that has been a princess her whole life. So that means she's already taken poise and etiquette classes. She already has designers working for her. Y'all saw her figure and her outfits, so she'd be looking awesome in the swimsuit competition. So I think it would be Princess Jasmine. Number 11. Which prince would you get chosen to be on The Bachelor? Sorry, that was funny to me. Which prince would you get chosen to be on The Bachelor? Another easy question for me. I picked Prince Naveen. Between him and Prince Eric, they're the only two princes in their movies that actually talked about dating someone else. You know, Eric had the Princess of Glauraven that he didn't get a chance to fall for. That's why Grimsby was so upset with him. And Naveen, you know, he has his blondes and his brunettes and his redheads, and he pretty much told everybody, I date, and that's what I do. I'm not going to be tied down. So I think something like The Bachelor would be perfect for him. All right, number 12. Which Disney attraction is your favorite for napping? And there's a couple, but I would have to say the one that always gets me every single time is the Hall of Presidents. I tend not to go inside the Hall of Presidents very much unless I am tired and need a nap, but I don't find it really that interesting. It's not something that really appeals to me. I mean, come on, guys, what would you rather do? Would you rather spend your time in the Hall of Presidents, or would you rather ride Space Mountain? I think Space Mountain wins every single time. Okay, I don't care how much of a history buff you are. All right, 13. You're on a Disney vacation. Oh yes, please God. What thing do you look forward to the most, and what one thing do you look forward to the least? The one thing that I look forward to the most is the first look of the castle. I usually see it before I go into the actual park on the monorail getting to Magic Kingdom. You can kind of see it in the distance, and usually as soon as I do, and you can ask my husband or my parents about this, as soon as I see that castle, tears, happy tears just streaming down my face. And it's even worse when I turn the corner in Main Street and you see the castle right in front of you. Oh my God, get the tissues. I need them, all of them, okay? Like seriously, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I need to go up and touch it. Like that level of crying, like you would not believe. And the thing that I look forward to the least, two things actually. One is leaving, because nobody wants to go. Once you're there, all of your dreams are coming true. The food is delicious. The shopping is great. The hotels are awesome. Nobody wants to leave. But another thing that I really don't look forward to, and don't hate me guys for saying this, is the other people. Especially rude ones. I don't like people that cut in line. I don't like people that like, oh, I just left my family up there and I had to go get something, so we're going to come through the line again. I hate that. I don't like it when people stand too close to me. I don't like it in ride lines when people are not keeping their conversation like with themselves in their group. They're like, ah, and they're yelling and making sure everybody can hear their conversation. Not a fan. But those are the only two things. I know it sounds terrible to say that, you know, but yeah, it's weird, you know, like there's a lot of times where I've seen people throw stuff on the floor, and, you know, children having a meltdown and parents losing their minds, and, you know, like, and then you get like those, like it's hot as all get out outside. It's Florida. The humidity is like peaked 3 million degrees, and you find that one teenage couple that can't let go of each other. You know, the guy's either holding on to the girl for dear life from the back, or she's like playing in his hair, and I don't know what made me so bitter. Maybe it's my age, guys, but all that stuff, I just kind of look at it like, you know, but whatever. At the same time, I'm also at Disney, so it's not really that big of a problem. So those are my two things that I don't look forward to the most. All right. Number 14, last question, guys. Like I said, so sad when these end. Is which DVC resort, which is a Disney Vacation Club resort, would you choose to be your home resort? Oh my gosh, if money wasn't an object and dream of all dreams were coming true, I would pick the Grand Floridian. It is absolutely gorgeous. I toured the facility one time with my family, and we lost our minds. I actually believe it was Christmas time. So they had like these carolers in like vintage period costume caroling in the lobby. Everything was decorated, and Christmas tree was huge up to the ceiling. It was just absolutely gorgeous. They had a gingerbread house that they turned into a store, like an actual edible gingerbread house that you could walk in and buy smaller gingerbread houses out of it. It was everything. So I think I would pick the Grand Floridian. You know, when I was writing down these questions, and you know, my husband was looking over my shoulder, he was like, no, pick Animal Kingdom. And you know, that would be great and all, but it just brings out the queen in me to be at the Grand Floridian. Like, oh, I can just picture it. It's just awesome. And that's the end of the tag video, guys. And that was it. And that was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed that one. So let me go ahead and tag 2 of my friends. Now, the first one I'm going to tag is my Disney bestie, my sister from another mister. She's a woman, Dee Dee from All That Is Pink Disney Magic Kiss. You're going to love her so, so much. So please make sure that you go see that. I'll make sure to link her channel down below. And the next person I'm going to tag is my newest Disney bestie. He is amazing. His makeup is always snatched, and he loves Disney as much as I do. And his name is Jossum from Awesome Jossum. And isn't that the best name ever for a channel? So tag guys, you're it. I cannot wait to see y'all's answers. I'll make sure to link all of the videos down below that I talked about. And thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you back with another video, okay? Bye.